Hi everyone, thanks very much for letting us have a chance to speak tonight. But very exciting opportunity. I think that this is a perfect example of what I'm going to be talking about. So, as you know, I'm from GIS Jobs, but I want to talk to everyone today about how networking impacts our career development and what sort of things we can add on to our networks in terms of making our careers move forward. So, as we know, GIS in the spatial industry is an industry within many industries. So, we are developing areas that we wouldn't typically call spatial. So, things like sales and marketing, banking, finance, health, all of those types of industries are growing. We also are an industry without barriers. We can take our skills internationally, and as we've seen with an international conference up in Sydney this week, we can develop our skills so that we can move wherever we choose to go, and it's an interface that can be easily accessed and understood by anyone all over. Okay, so the skills you have, sorry, a bit closer, sorry about that. Can you all hear me now? Okay, so the skills you have are the ones that will help you develop your career into the future. So what sort of skills are you looking to expand on? What sorts of skills are of value to other potential developments for your career? So the people that you know are a link to your career. Who has ever had a job that they didn't apply for through a job application? Anyone? Any hands? Myself included. Most of the jobs I've ever had in my life were not advertised, they were word of mouth. So through our networks, we're able to develop those sort of career paths by knowing who we know. So through our industry, we find that about 25% of jobs are advertised. So the rest of the jobs are not advertised. They are gained through word of mouth, who we know, and those networks. So for me personally, I've had maybe 2 jobs, part-time jobs that I applied for. Most people have had at least 1 or 2 jobs where they've applied for. Okay, so the key to that is networking. So who is in your network that will help you to advertise yourself, potentially key ideas for the future? Now, I'm going to talk about 3 different types of networks. We obviously have professional, so SSI is our perfect example of a professional business network. Our SSI enables us to link with like-minded people who are also in a professional capacity. Also, Map Sciences Australia is another great example of a professional network. In terms of business networks, we have a number of network organisations that we can also become involved in, CBAR, CRC, so I think most people are probably familiar with all of these. And in the modern world, we are also developing online networks. So how many people have a Facebook or LinkedIn site? There's a few hands, most people. Have a look out for GISPatial Connect. It's a new one that will also be on the scene in the near future. And GISPatial Connect will be an area where people in our industry will hopefully be a career network that we can also talk, and in terms of a blog type space as well. Okay, so who's the best person to market you? You are. So presentation for yourself comes back to you. So how you market yourself is always the key part in terms of your career development. Okay, so presentation and preparation in terms of an interview. We all know we have to dress appropriately, but also the preparation for your job interview is also an integral part. Now, preparation comes down to do you have an understanding of the company that you're applying for? Potentially, what company do you want to work with? And what sort of background information can you provide that company? So, research. Research in terms of what types of tasks are involved, what types of projects are going to be included, and also what type of personality are they looking for? Are they happy for the person to be out in the field, or do they want someone to hide behind the computer screen? So our enthusiasm also makes a big impact in terms of our presentation and preparation. Smile, it's contagious. Everyone should be smiling all the time. Personalise your answers. Our companies don't want to hear their web page read back to them. Make sure that you're informing them of your skills and tailor-make your answers so that they're relevant to the company, not reiterating what they already know. Okay, so my last point is keep in touch. So simply keeping in touch with our networks enables us to develop those skills into the future. So simple phone calls, emails, and of course face-to-face is the best way to keep in touch. So anyway, hopefully that was informative for everyone, and thanks very much for the opportunity.